OTT, I think, has also given this great opportunity to bring reality to as clear as possible directly. मैं पूछना चाहूँगी आपसे कि as lawyers that you all are playing in this show, ऐसी कौन सी चीज़ें हैं while you all were researching that you all realized about this profession and that you'd like to share?
बहुत पढ़ाई करनी पड़ती है भाई,
बहुत पढ़ाई करनी पड़ती है।
बहुत डायलॉग याद करने पड़ते हैं, बहुत डायलॉग याद करने पड़ते हैं। वही जो आपने स्टार्ट में बोला था ना, ऑब्जेक्शन,
हाँ,
आप उठ के कभी नहीं बोल सकते हो जी ऑब्जेक्शन मिलॉर्ड।
मेरा सपना है मैं एक बार जाकर ऐसे ऑब्जेक्शन बोलना चाहती हूँ।
Come to us,
what a feel that would be.
एंड यू कांट लाइक यू नो इट्स लाइक दिस सेड, लाइक बहुत पढ़ाई है और आपको बहुत कुछ याद करना पड़ता है, क्योंकि आप गलत सेक्शंस थोड़ी बोल सकते हो और बोल सकते हो सॉरी सॉरी सर, रीटेक सर, 304 नहीं था 305 था।
What excites you when a script comes your way?
The fact that you get to be a new person with each script is just so exciting यार, and you know this is why I say that कि मेरा काम मुझे कभी बोरिंग नहीं लग सकता, मोनोटनी मुझे कभी हिट नहीं कर सकती, बिकॉज मैं हर 6-7 महीने में एक नई इंसान बन सकती हूँ, and my job allows me to do that.
Yeah. Since you all have such a strong television background,
if you see television back in the day, it was so complicated yet simple. You say, you know, I'm not going to name shows now, but that time when we were kids, when we were not, I was in acting also. That time the shows used to be so modern, urban women, you know, dealing with modern problems. तब के ज़माने में, और वो shows सालों साल चले हैं.
So Jennifer, Karan and Reem, welcome to Bollywood Hungama. सबसे पहले तो how are you guys doing?
Fabulous,
great, good to know that.
मैं बढ़िया हूँ, 2 लड़कियाँ 3 लड़कियों के बीच में
और क्या चाहिए?
और क्या चाहिए लाइफ में?
मिल गया है सब कुछ लाइफ में।
अब आपको पता है इसकी कास्टिंग क्यों हुई है?
हाँ, समझना, मेरा यही सवाल होने वाला था that झूठ बोलना एक तरीके का
झूठ बोला है,
झूठ बोल में लेट मी कंप्लीट, झूठ बोलना एक तरह की आदत बन जाती है फॉर लॉयर्स। रियल लाइफ में कितना अच्छा झूठ बोल लेते हैं आप लोग?
हम एक्टर्स की भी तो आदत ही होती है झूठ बोलना। वी आर एक्टिंग ना, हम झूठी तो बोल रहे हैं 24 घंटे।
हम अभी घर पे बैठे होते हैं और बोलते हैं बस पहुंच गए 5 मिनट, 5 मिनट्स वी आर देयर। आई थिंक इतने ज्यादा झूठ नहीं बोलते।
पहली बात तो हाँ, और लॉयर्स झूठ नहीं बोलते हैं, लॉयर्स फैक्ट्स और एविडेंस के साथ चीजें प्रेजेंट करते हैं, ठीक है? तो वही लॉयर्स का काम होता है, और आई थिंक ये हम तीनों की कैरेक्टर्स की खास क्वालिटी है कि झूठ नहीं बोलेंगे, बट एविडेंस और लॉजिक और प्रूफ के साथ चीजें प्रेजेंट करेंगे। अब वो सही
हाउ यू कैन ट्विस्ट इट इज व्हाट
दे गेट पेड फॉर। So basically, you just defined manipulation.
No, I did not define manipulation. I defined that law is about proof and it's not about emotion. Is what I'm saying.
How was it being a part of a courtroom drama like this? Super exciting. This is I think a genre that everyone enjoys.
Right.
How much did you all enjoy, Jennifer?
Well, I mean, as we speak, we're still shooting for it, and every day has been really an amazing one, especially because the cast and the lovely cast that we have is just so involved in the show, as you know, every person wants to do better, wants to get everything right. The creative team is fabulous, so it's nice when everybody is as involved, you know, as you are, and also having never played a lawyer before, I'm getting to learn a lot. And it's also the character that I'm playing, like we were speaking about before, she is actually a lawyer with a heart, and her approach is always client centric. Although her father, who owns the firm that she works in, and she always has this thing on her, oh, nepotism, you know, ye wo father se easily ho gaya hoga, but her father is actually double strict with her, because he does not want her to kind of have it easy because of the privilege she has. Now she cannot disown that privilege. She's very proud of that privilege, but she also has to work doubly hard, and sometimes also against the father. And that's the difference between a Virat and an Anushka or a Rajdeep or even an Ankita for that matter, that this one is okay to lose a case if she thinks that it is not right, you know. He is not. father is not. So that is where Anushka's character is different, that she will not manipulate facts. She will stick to the heart of the case, stick to the be more client centric rather than being if I win or lose. So yeah.
Wonderful. Karan, it's been what, 20 years since the remix. I mean, that's like everyone's favorite thing to start off with.
Yeah.
Are you bored already of hearing this every time?
I love it. I love the fact that I started my career with something that has lasted so long,
Yeah.
and is remembered so fondly. And I feel I don't feel that it's been 20 years. When I actually think about it, I don't feel like it's been 20. But it's been a great 20 years, and I hope to continue this till whenever.
But what is the
possible.
secret of you looking exactly the same?
यार secret of looking exactly the same, तो ये पता क्या, ये this is a myth.
No, it's a fact.
Because if you now see our pictures from 14-15 years old,
We were just like chubbier then.
Yeah, but like for the last, I think 8-10 years I've looked like this. Also because I think I've just become more serious about my work, myself. I felt with time, and it's a very personal thought. I would not take names, but I'd met someone I think 7-8 years back, someone who had done really well for himself and was struggling to get work.
Okay.
But when I asked them, I said, why do you not put that much effort that you used to? And their answer was that जब काम आएगा तो कर लूँगा. And for me, I was like, काम क्यों आएगा फिर? So I think it made me work harder, because I felt whatever I have today, eventually the reality of life is that when I came, I took and I've said this in an interview, that when I came to Bombay and I became a star, I took someone else's position and I became who I was. That one day will come when someone else will take this away from me in a very positive way. So till the time I have it, I should enjoy it and I should work hard to have it.
That's great.
Like if you want to take it away from me, you'll have to work as hard as I do. And that's on your work, on yourself, because there is no other thing, for all of us as actors. People say, अरे आप तो actor हो ना, आपको करना पड़ता है.
Yeah.
नहीं, क्यों करना पड़ता है? I love myself, and I loved myself before also, before I was an actor. So I think that is probably the secret. Yeah.
That's a great thought. एक theory भी मैंने सुनी थी that opportunity is on a parallel universe and it's also racing for you at the same speed that you are going.
Exactly.
But if you slow down, then it'll just keep moving ahead. So you need to just balance it out and match it. Great. That's a great insight that you gave us. Reem, ये बताएं that there has been television, there's been movies, web series. What excites you when a script comes your way?
I think the fact that I get to play a new person.
Yeah.
With every new script that comes my way, the excitement of being a new person for a certain amount of time, that is something that I look forward to whenever whenever a script approaches me. And that's the most fun part about being an actor, honestly. कि आप हर दिन एक अलग किरदार, जैसे कि मुझे पता है मैं रियल लाइफ में शायद कभी लॉयर बनने का सोच भी नहीं सकती, बट हियर आई गेट टू लिव दैट ड्रीम ऑफ माइन जो शायद मैं रियल लाइफ में पूरा नहीं कर पाऊंगी, बट यहाँ पे मैं पूरा कर पा रही हूँ. So similarly, the fact that you get to be a new person with each script is just so exciting here. And this is why I say that कि मेरा काम मुझे कभी बोरिंग नहीं लग सकता, मोनोटनी मुझे कभी हिट नहीं कर सकती, बिकॉज मैं हर 6-7 महीने में एक नई इंसान बन सकती हूँ, एंड माय जॉब अलाउज मी टू डू दैट. सो it's the most fun part about my job, honestly.
Did you get to say objection?
Not yet. I'm waiting for it. Objection.
That should be like the dream, like if you're acting as a lawyer, ना. आपने तो बुलाई होगा बहुत बार.
Yes.
यार, but मैं बताऊँ आपको, हम ना the best thing about this show that when people will see it ना, कई ना कोर्ट रूम के या लॉयर्स के या जैसे कोर्ट होता है उसके ना कई एक स्टैंडर्डाइज मिथ्स हैं जो हमने बहुत फिल्मी तरीके से पेश किए हैं ओवर द इयर्स, कि you know कोई भी उठ के ऑब्जेक्शन बोल देगा, कहीं भी कुछ भी हो जाएगा.
Can't.
But because when we were shooting for this show, there are so many things that we're learning on the job
Yeah.
that ये नहीं कर सकते हैं या ये नहीं कह सकते हैं एक actual court में, because there are legal people who are helping us. We've been finding our own things कि क्या कर सकते हैं, कैसे रह सकते हैं, कि if you're a lawyer, how you have to be dressed, or if you're a lawyer, you can't just randomly, judge ने कह दिया कि sit down, you can't make faces and all, or you can't just say नहीं judge साहब ऐसे थोड़ी होता है. So I feel the reality of how a court works, for a lot of people, people don't know, because people think जो फिल्मों में दिखाया गया है ना, usually courts वैसे ही होते हैं. कोर्ट जो कोई गया होगा इंसान, उसे पता है कि when he or she will see the show, they'll be like, yeah, this is the closest to reality. So I feel that's one thing that people will understand with this show.
I'm glad ये topic आपने छेड़ा, because my next question was, since you all have such a strong television background, there are times that we see over the top kind of scenes in the television series nowadays. क्या कह रहे हैं आप?
इसमें नहीं है.
मैं यही पूछने वाली थी.
इसमें edit भी वैसे नहीं होगा.
Do you guys feel that हम जो TV shows देखते देखते बड़े हुए हैं, अब बहुत अलग चीजें देख रही है. Like I've seen a few random shots that have been on reels, जैसे एक चांद को पकड़कर खींचा जा रहा है, या फिर एक औरत बक्से के यहाँ फेंट होती है, बक्से में गिर जाती है, सूटकेस लेकर कोई चला जाता है. Do you guys remember these scenes?
या स्विमिंग पूल में चला गिर जाता है.
और फिर एक
और वो नहीं देखा आपने स्कूटी पे जो चांद पे पहुंच गए थे?
किसी को धक्का दिया जाता है और पर्दे से उसका गला घूट रहा है. So what do you all feel when you all see these things on television, which is kind of your first love, right? For all of you all.
There is an audience for everything. There is an audience for that. There is an audience for this.
Yeah.
And I think as actors and even as audience, there is a need to evolve. Okay, if you see television back in the day, it was so complicated yet simple. You say, I'm not going to name shows now, but that time when we were kids, when we were I wasn't acting also. That time the shows used to be so modern, ठहराव के साथ, and complicated at the same time relationships. They used to play urban women, dealing with modern problems. तब के ज़माने में, और वो shows सालों साल चले हैं. So it's not just कि ये इसीलिए चल रहा है because ये audience देख रही है.
नहीं, but I think इसमें मुझे I have a difference of opinion in this. I feel the audience ना eventually will sample what you'll serve to them.
That's what I'm saying. It's a two-way streak. It's a two-way.
अगर आप 10 शो उनको दोगे ना, जो क्योंकि हमारा अनफॉर्चुनेट प्रॉब्लम भी वो है कि हम अब नंबर्स का वर्ल्ड हो गए हैं, कि जो भी चीज़ नंबर देगी वो ही चलेगी. तो उसमें क्या होता है, जब एक शो नंबर देता है या एक चीज़ आपको नंबर देती है ना, तो 10 वैसी चीज़ें बन जाती हैं. अगर आप मुझे ऐसा लगता है, आई माइट बी रॉन्ग, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अगर आप ऑडियंस को 10 चीज़ें अच्छी दो, उसे सैंपल करो, फिर देखो उसमें क्या वर्क करता है. क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या अभी आजकल क्या होता है, 10 ऐसे शो हैं जो आप कह रहे हो कि आपने जो एग्जांपल्स दिए, और एक अच्छा शो आता है जो सेंसिबल है. अनफॉर्चुनेटली अगर वो रेट नहीं करता ना, तो ऐसा लगता है कि ये तो दुनिया देखना ही नहीं चाहती है. जो मैं गलत भी हो सकता हूँ, क्योंकि मे बी देर आर प्लेसेस लाइक आई रिमेंबर जब मैंने खुद एक शो किया था जिसमें मेरे को होता था यार ये सुबह कौन ऐसे उठता है 8 बजे, इतना सच धज के कौन उठता है. Then I went to this tier 3 city where I was doing an event.
Okay.
सुबह 8 बजे आंटियां ऐसी उठ के आई हुई थी.
Okay.
So I was like, maybe I am wrong because I am thinking from a very different perspective. Because I have also lived in a different city. I have not seen how it is to. There are places in the country where आज भी, and I'm talking places in Rajasthan जहाँ पे घूंघट is mandatory. So I didn't know about all this. So maybe I feel होगा, पता नहीं. Like she said कि the audience also has to evolve.
And it's great that you all as actors have also evolved, have experimented.
It has to happen. If they evolve, the content evolves, we will evolve. So it's not कि आप ये करो और हम ये नहीं करेंगे. हम सब साथ में ही हमको. You see, आपने जो एग्जांपल्स दिए वो तो है ही, बट उसके साथ में कितने और अच्छे शोज भी हैं, अच्छे शोज हैं जो ठीक है, नंबर्स वो आई एम नॉट गेटिंग इनटू ऑल ऑफ दैट बिकॉज एज एक्टर्स आई डोंट थिंक इट इज अ जॉब टू गेट इनटू numbers. Okay, we are not there for that. We are there to perform, to act, and win hearts by our performances. So what I'm saying is that it has happened. A lot of change has happened and will keep happening, and it should never stop. It will never stop, and I think, that's about it.
That's great.
And just to add one more thing, I just feel in India, once we go back to the fact now that any show, film or anything is storytelling, it's not entertainment. When you stop selling it as entertainment, now you will work on a better thought. Because जब तक आप ये बोलते रहोगे ना कि यही चलता है या यही बिकता है, तो फिर आप मार्केटिंग के हिसाब से चीज बना रहे हो, चीज के हिसाब से मार्केटिंग नहीं कर रहे हो.
बिल्कुल. And OTT, I think, has also given this great opportunity to bring reality to as clear as possible directly. मैं पूछना चाहूँगी आपसे कि as lawyers that you all are playing in this show, ऐसी कौन सी चीज़ें हैं while you all were researching that you all realized about this profession and that you'd like to share? Reem?
बहुत पढ़ाई करनी पड़ती है भाई,
बहुत पढ़ाई करनी पड़ती है.
बहुत डायलॉग याद करने पड़ते हैं. बहुत डायलॉग याद करने पड़ते हैं.
नहीं, बट बहुत पढ़ाई करनी पड़ती है. मैंने कोशिश की थी बिकॉज अ फ्रेंड इज अ लॉयर एंड मैंने बोला था दैट विल यू प्लीज लाइक प्रॉब्ली लेंड मी सम बुक्स और समथिंग. तो उसने मुझे 1-2 दिया ना, उसने ये पढ़ना पड़ेगा. आई वाज लाइक बाप रे, तो बहुत पढ़ाई करनी पड़ती है. बट लकीली वी हैव लाइक a good writer to help us out and make it like super easy for us. So मतलब there's not a lot that I can share because बहुत पढ़ना पड़ता है and मैं नहीं कर पाती शायद. And also we had very limited time to prep for the show. So
I think business law मैंने किया है, मैंने पढ़ा है business law, but वो ना बहुत interesting कहानियाँ पढ़ी थी. तो the only thing that I realized जब मैंने ये शो किया कि आप नहीं कर सकते हो कोर्ट में, वही जो आपने स्टार्ट में बोला था ना, ऑब्जेक्शन. आप उठ के कभी नहीं बोल सकते हो जी ऑब्जेक्शन मिलॉर्ड.
ये सपना है, मैं एक बार जाकर ऐसे ऑब्जेक्शन बोलना चाहती हूँ.
come to us.
What a feel that would be.
And you can't like it's like this said, like बहुत पढ़ाई है और आपको बहुत कुछ याद करना पड़ता है क्योंकि आप गलत सेक्शंस थोड़ी बोल सकते हो और बोल सकते हो सॉरी सर, रीटेक सर, 304 नहीं था 305 था.
What about you, Jennifer?
No, I mean, I just, it's, again, I will say there is a hats off to everybody who is a lawyer and who is an up-and-coming lawyer, that it requires a lot of patience. And also you got to be, you can't be the judge. Yeah. You're a lawyer, okay? Your duty is to be there for your client. You cannot judge the case, you cannot judge your client. So it's a very difficult position to be in, where even if you feel that maybe the client is lying or whatever, but you have to present facts because you have to believe in your client. And there will be times, as you will see in the show also, where suddenly the client, your client in the witness box will say something that you didn't know about because yesterday only we shot a scene like that, and you're like, oh shit. So you got to be quick to think on your feet. You got to know what you got to refer to cases. You got to know how to deal with people.
Yeah.
I think that is a very important quality in a lawyer. You have to be, not judge the person, but know how to, it's not just bookish knowledge. You have to understand human behavior as a lawyer. And I think that is a very, very important part that we're going to find out about in this show.
And not put your heart into it. I feel because you can't.
I disagree with that. I think.
Anushka. Because like the one thing that I've realized playing Virat, at least, because he's so ruthless about everything. His funda is I want to win. It's like it would be very difficult for an actual lawyer if he or she got to know that my client's actually done something wrong, but my job is to now save my client.
Yeah.
So to actually, I'm sure everyone has emotions, but how you keep your emotions aside and actually do your job is also, it takes a lot.
And I think kudos to you guys as actors also, because this is something that you all have to in any case do. Keep emotions aside and just be loyal to your character, to your
it's
to
very
who
important
you are.
to get emotion into.
No, I mean like the day-to-day thing aside and just like be here.
I'm sure you do
present.
that too, yeah.
Everyone does
I'm
that,
sure if
honestly.
you're having a bad day, but you have to go and interview,
People.
you know, so
Yeah.
many
Correct,
people, so
correct.
you'll keep your emotion aside and get back to work. We all do it.
Great. Looking forward to this courtroom drama. This is a genre that I think most of us really enjoy. So what are we saying? One episode, one case getting solved?
No.
No.
It's one case throughout the whole season that's
I mean, there will be
connected.
different cases that will keep coming and going, but
Yeah.
there is one big case that kind of
That's
is
connected
that
with
connects us all. But there will be, you know, new people coming into the show
Yeah.
for certain cases. There will be different kinds of cases,
Yeah.
and yeah, that'll be
It's gonna
fun.
be fun.
All right, looking forward to it. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank
12th
you.
of Feb is when we're going to watch this show. Thank you so much everyone for watching us on Bollywood Hangama. Thank you
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you guys.